Welcome, guys.
Hey guys, this is Mo from SnkWorks.
SnkWorks. We are at the Wedding
Ooh,
Project
you're right.
podcast.
Right. So, hey guys, this is Mo from the Wedding Podcast, and this is Sahaj from the Wedding Podcast
Podcast. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that because I'm so used to saying the Wedding
Project.
Project.
Yep.
A little bit background history about me. I am a full wedding planner. My company is called the Wedding Project, and I worked with Mo many times.
Yep. So, Saj, what's kind of like the vision with the Wedding Podcast? Like, what are you thinking?
The vision for the Wedding Podcast would be definitely to give you guys, our listeners, our already audience, more content about tips and advice that will help you if you're planning a wedding event, whatever type of gathering you're planning. It will help you plan it better and execute it in a better way.
Okay. So, are we going to be pretty consistent with these uploads?
The Arkans plan is definitely once a week. That is the minimum goal. It could be twice a week. It could
Not
be.
if, right? This is a must. We got to be
We have to.
consistently uploading on Instagram, any social platform that we're on, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a pro tip for you guys out there, and as someone that we're both kind of trying to grow this brand as well. Consistency is the key. If you want to break the IG algorithm, the TikTok algorithm, number one thing is consistency.
Yeah.
Especially for something that's just starting up. So
yeah. Okay. Once a week.
let's
for
commit
sure.
to once a week.
Once a week. You're too
I'm
far
trying to
away.
reach you,
Virtual.
but,
Virtual.
yeah, I got you.
But yeah, this will give you tips to. Well, we will, from our experiences, on planning some of the biggest parties in the greatest country. Parties, yes.
Are we the wedding podcast? Like, how do
weddings are parties? You sign some documents and then you go off and party. Is that not how weddings usually go?
Occasionally, we've seen some weddings where
we have seen.
Yeah,
this community is very diverse, and there are a lot of different people, a lot of different types of events and weddings, and that's one of the reasons why I love what I do. Meeting so many different types of people, but most of the weddings are parties.
Okay, so what do you think has been the best party in terms of like diversity standpoint, like that you guys have hosted as a wedding project, or since you're a guy of many talents, like from your background?
Every culture has their own extremists that are like, no, we want to be strict and go with this, or we don't care, we're gonna make our own timeline and go with whatever our flow of the day is and party.
Okay, not bad. That's
but
pretty accurate.
Most of, I would say, the best partiers will be definitely Punjabi people and Nigerians.
Okay. I definitely agree with the Punjabi people. You guys definitely know how to throw down. It's always a great time.
African weddings, a lot of similarities with Punjabi weddings. They want to party.
They do. And they have their signature, like their food. There's a food dish. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a rice dish. Very delicious. It's, I don't want to say the word juicy, but it's like a juicy rice.
Oh yeah,
it's
you like it juicy?
It's such a flavorful rice. Are we gonna talk about food?
We can talk about food. Why not? I can give you guys the best tips about not to do shahi paneer, butter chicken, malai kofta.
Butter chicken.
Okay, everything is the exact same. All three things are same
you must
base.
have the butter chicken, yaar.
What is this accent coming from?
Yeah, it comes out occasionally about that. But yeah, no, I mean, I was born in Pakistan, so.
Oh, you were born in Pakistan?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
No, I did not know that.
Really?
Are you really serious?
No, being dead serious.
I didn't know you were born.
Yeah, I was actually born in Karachi. I came to America when I was pretty young.
Oh, nice.
I think I was like 1 or 2. My mom tells me the story every single time I ask her, but I never really recall exactly when we came. But I was really young, grew up here. If you guys ever hear me speaking in Urdu and all that stuff, it's absolutely horrible. I do my best to try to communicate with you guys in the language that you guys are comfortable with. But, I can navigate my way through a conversation in Urdu. For all my Punjabi speaking people, I understand you. I can't speak back to you though.
अच्छा पंजाबी नहीं आती तेनू?
तुसी पंजाबी बोलते हो?
I can speak Hindi, Punjabi, a little bit of Spanish,
¿Tú hablas
and
español?
English. Sí, poquito.
Muy poquito.
Yeah. No, I need to practice it
Yeah.
more. But I, being in the hospitality industry for about almost 6 years, Spanish is very important.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So sounds like you're a guy of many talents, right? So you told us a
Thank
little
you.
bit about, the wedding project and all that stuff. What
Yeah.
is it? What is like your passion behind it?
Yeah, my parents,
Yeah.
my dad, my dad has been in the restaurant and catering industry for a pretty long time now, almost 26 years, I want to say. So I've
Their mango
seen,
lassi is absolutely amazing, and hopefully next time this will be a glass of mango lassi.
we'll make that happen. Um, yeah, I was saying my dad's been 26 years. I have seen him and my mom, both of my parents, do so many different types of events, deal with so many different cultures, and I found a passion for it and helping them with their business. So I decided to create my own wedding planning business because I genuinely love what I do, making floor plans, timelines, helping people on their biggest day. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And cool fact, back in 2017, your mom actually helped my cousin get married.
Really, I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, Rubab, shout out to you. Yeah, but you guys helped her host her wedding and all. Everything
Nice.
went flawlessly and all.
Thank
So
you.
thank you guys as always.
Yeah, my dad's ready to retire, but I told him I need at least 10 more years.
True, true.
He's like, "You got it." I'm like, "No, I." He's still like the backbone of everything.
Yeah, all our fathers are,
Yeah,
especially coming from a South Asian household and all that
yeah,
stuff. Our parents, gave up a lot to bring us here,
for sure.
help us grow, taught us all these
Yeah,
valuable skills. And then, we look at our current generation, we're all doing such successful things. Like I'm proud of the circle that I'm with.
me
Like,
too. I love us. I love our crowd, like me, you, and Shiv. Shout
yep,
out Shivish Entertainment. What's up, man? Um,
Ashraf.
One of the reasons we started this, it was because me, you, and Shiv's a DJ, by the way, so he's also been at a lot of events and weddings that we have.
Hmm.
We were just sitting and talking about our wedding experiences, and that's naturally our topic of
I think we were
conversation.
talking about some Desi
So
uncles with.
uncles, oh my god,
Yeah, I think they were walking around with like DSLRs that day and all. Like, and they were,
dude.
it's kind of a hassle, like from a photographer standpoint, when you're trying to take a photo and the uncle pops up with the DSLR, and you got everyone set up for this perfect group photo, and then the uncle steps right in front of your camera, right, and you got to redo all these, like tell everyone not to move and all that stuff, right? So it's but I remember this
You
conversation pretty
have a
well,
different point of view about uncles. I, as a
dude. You
venue and
can't say
caterer and a planner,
what about the iPad aunties?
oh my god, just yeah, this is a whole episode on its
Yeah.
own. But we have a different point of view on people and uncles at weddings. So I definitely want to, yeah. Whereas as we were sitting and talking about our wedding experiences, and we were like, this should be recorded. We need to talk about this on camera, and
And
this will
share the
be good.
wisdom, right? Like
Yeah,
I think one of the other topics we should probably look into getting into is some tips and tricks about how to handle families on big wedding day,
that's actually a
right?
really good
So,
episode.
as being from the South Asian community, we have huge extended families, right? And we want them to be included in our big day,
Yeah,
but at the same time it gets overwhelming because,
yeah,
as a bride and groom, it's about you guys,
yeah,
and but at the same time everyone wants to be included into it,
yeah,
right? So I think we should definitely invite maybe some brides or grooms that we've covered in the past,
yeah,
or interview them some sort and get some tips and tricks for our
yeah,
our
for
viewers and
sure.
all.
Dealing with family members can get exhausting, but I always remind my couple, it's your day. We want them to have a great time. It's all about you both. So
Very
that
accurate.
that we can, I think we can give some good ideas and tips on how to deal with family members.
Awesome, awesome, cool. So I spoke a little bit about myself, right? You guys got to know a little bit about my background, born in Pakistan. One another fun fact that I'll share. I used to work for Amazon previously. A
Really
lot of people didn't know that I actually left my full time IT job, and then doing SnkWorks full time now.
nice.
So it's been a transition. So actually, I think it's exactly been 1 year to the date. So I left Amazon December 8th, 2021. And then we are here a year later. So is it 7th or
It
the
is
8th today?
December 7th today.
Okay, well, by the time you guys are viewing it,
Yeah.
it should be exactly a year and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Alhamdulillah, it's been a awesome journey. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. Um, Definitely, if it had burnout periods and all that stuff, I think I invested 150% into the company and
Yeah,
all.
that's one of the reasons I love us. We jump at
Yep.
ideas, and we like doing.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's been last 2 days in a row. We've been up creating websites,
Oh my god,
IGs,
I am so
up until
tired.
3 a.m. getting the content
Yeah.
ready for this and
This
all.
man has
So
not let me sleep until like 3 a.m. for the last
100%.
3 days.
I am a night owl and an early bird as
How do you
well.
do
So
that? That's not possible.
it's dedication to the things that you love, right? I love what I
True.
do. I
I
love
like that.
I want to be passionate in everything I do, right? Yes, I get exhausted, and I'll have an off weekend,
Mhm.
get my R&R in, and then we continue.
I like that. No, that's one of the reasons why I think me, you, and Chip get along very well. Not because we're all vendors in the same industry, but we are very passionate about what we do.
Yep.
Yeah, we can. I can see that from you. I hope you can see that from me.
No,
Clients
absolutely.
tell me that they can see it from me that I'm passionate about.
Yeah. So
That's
for me, it's relationships, right? I don't like going into something without building a relationship
Mhm.
first, right? That goes for my clients, that goes for my friend circles, right? I wanted to be involved physically, emotionally, and connected with my friend group, my clients, and all that stuff, right? One thing that I did with SnkWorks was I started offering every one of my bookings, like wedding bookings, a complimentary engagement session, right?
Yeah,
And this is just so I can connect with my clients
yeah.
prior to the wedding day.
Have you had clients like become friends
Oh,
and you
absolutely.
hung out with them after weddings?
100%. Most of my clients, we actually try to meet up once, at least a year down the road,
That's awesome.
kind of get a feeling of what they're up to and all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
something I want to get better at because, like, this, let's say 6, 8 month experience, you're with them almost twice a week, 3 times a week, talking to them, getting involved, getting to know their family. And you're very involved in a project together for 6 months. And then after the wedding,
Yep.
you're almost never talk to them or see them again besides social media. And I want to get better at
Yeah,
that.
no, from a photographer standpoint, right? So once we cover their wedding, right? We've done, maternity shoots, baby announcements,
Mm,
first birthday parties, right? I remember one of my couples from early 2019 or sometime in 2020. We covered their wedding. We covered their maternity photos. We've covered their first birthday party, their baby announcement, gender reveal.
that's awesome.
So I love it, right? It's
Yeah,
something, they're a great friend now.
nice.
So I truly enjoy building these relationships.
That's pretty cool. Yep, relationships is everything. Networking, your network is your net worth, right?
I must be worth absolutely nothing that I've told
No,
you.
no. Um,
So, what's your 3-year plan?
my 3 year plan,
Yeah.
that was supposed to be my question to you, but I see you flipped it on me. My 3 year plan with the wedding project would be definitely to grow my, um, let's say, I want to do more, as in not just wedding planning, as the wedding project. I will. It is a one-stop shop.
Why the quotes though? I
It
want
is.
to like,
Did I do quotes? I don't
yeah.
know why I did quotes, but it is a one-stop shop for weddings. I currently offer wedding planning. I currently offer wedding catering. We do have 3 in-house venues as well. But that is like we call it a wedding one-stop shop because those are your three big,
Excuse
like,
me,
out
big
of
vendors.
they are
What
out of
about
there's
your
five. Yes,
photographers, your
yes, yes. There's
DJ, your
five.
floral, your
There's
decorator,
five key vendors, and
cake, makeup artist? Come on.
there's 5, 6 key vendors, but we can offer like a big portion of that.
Okay.
But I want to do more. I want to make my clients' life as like you come to us, we do everything for you, and that is one of the reasons we are doing this
Mm-hmm.
and to build our network, build my um, network for clients.
Okay, that's awesome. So, in 3 years, you're looking to grow your network. Is that a
Yeah,
great recap?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
that's
a
awesome. I
good
wish you the
recap.
best of luck at that, though.
Thank you.
I think I look back. Shiv and I wish Shiv was here today, right now, with us.
Yeah, but he's
Physically,
busy like in
he's just,
Florida.
yeah,
He's doing a big ass
he's
wedding in Florida,
yeah.
Orlando. He's in Orlando right
Yep.
now.
So, it's been a absolutely crazy wedding season, and hats off to all the vendors. But yeah, I wish Shiv was here, and he can kind of put together the story with us, right?
Yeah,
But Shiv and I started in the wedding industry right around the same time, and I look back and kind of think like, hey, this is crazy, like how we've both grown so much in the last few years, right? From our network, from our quality of product, what our deliverables are, and all that stuff. And I'm honestly proud, right? I Huge shout out to Shiv, his team. They absolutely kill it right nowadays. To you guys as well,
yeah.
like, for a
Thank
young
you.
company, you're killing it with your wedding
I
planning,
love
timelines, all that stuff.
I
So
love working with our vendor friends. That's also one of my favorite things about, yes, networking with clients, but networking with our
industry,
industry.
yep.
Um, it's important.
And I don't know about you, right? I've noticed since I left my full-time job, my social circle has kind of become like wedding
Yeah,
vendor friends, right?
yeah,
Like Ismail from New Era Events, right?
yeah,
Hang out with him pretty often. So it's kind of interesting, right? Like how your circle kind of changes as your
yeah,
roles change. And I love it. Like it's such an entertaining. Like when I walk into work, I get to see some of my closest friends now. And it's an absolutely rush to kind of
yeah.
be in this
That's
space.
awesome. If you are a wedding vendor, give us in the comments or however you're watching this. Tell us what are some of the things that we could talk about that will help the wedding industry, that will
Hmm.
help you as a vendor. And also, we want to have vendors on this show and talk about some of their experiences that you have been through. So, if you want to be a part of this, send us a shout out, text me, call me, reach out to Mo, and we'll go from there.
And if you're a bride and groom, down below there's a comment section. I don't know if you guys know how to use it or not, but just at the vendor that you would like to see on the show, and we would love to invite them out here. Hopefully they'll come, join us in providing us some tips and
Yeah,
tricks, and maybe even interview each other.
yeah,
Photographers, planners, decorators, everyone's welcome on this, right? And hopefully we'll be able to put together amazing content and tips to share with you guys as bride and grooms.
yeah, for sure. Speaking about vendors, this year, I hope everybody's doing okay because this year, 2022, was one of
Oh
the
my god.
craziest years I have personally had.
Yeah,
And I think that's all across the wedding industry.
I don't think there's a single photographer out there that doesn't have a backlog right now. And also to all the clients out there, from my clients, from all of our other photographer friends, if they're taking a little bit longer, right? It's not because we don't want to get you the photos. It's just because we are extremely backed up this
I
year,
think
right?
he's talking to me also because I've been bothering him for this one gallery,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, Mo, when are you gonna send me the pictures? I need those pictures for like so it's Instagram. But no, I completely understand.
Yes.
This year was crazy, and send me the pictures.
Yeah, I got you. No worries. I got you. Their albums are ready.
Nice.
So cool. So burnout is real in the industry.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're feeling right now, but
I mean, November, December, January, February, turns out to be slower, but like right before November fall season
mhm.
and summer, it's like
October,
each day just runs into the next.
July
And we
is
should
like
talk about what are some things that we do to,
self-care,
yeah,
like
self care.
work-life balance and all.
Yeah.
Because right now I don't know what the word work-life balance means right now. It's literally just work. So
Yeah.
yeah, but no, I think that's a great episode. I think I would definitely like to put together a list, something that I'm looking to imply on my end,
Yeah.
right? On how to have a more balanced work-life balance, right? What it looks like from a planner's aspect
Yeah.
of it.
Especially being in a family business.
Yes.
Um, all we talk about at the dining table is
It's
about,
weddings.
Dad, did you send him the invoice? Mom, did you finish up this quote? Like, did you send him that email? It's all about work.
Yeah.
And it's very important to have that balance. And we do it well, but sometimes
But
it,
you guys travel pretty often together as well. So
yeah.
speaking of travel, you guys going anywhere for the holidays?
I don't know yet. No, we might do a New Year's party. My dad does a New Year
Oh
party.
yeah, every
He's been,
year.
yeah, he's been doing one pretty consecutively. I want to say almost 9 years in a row.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And a pretty good time. I think I came out before COVID sometime.
yeah. Before,
Um,
yeah. So we haven't done one since COVID.
okay,
If we do one this year, it will be the first one after COVID. I'm sure
okay.
it'll be a big hit because people are been sitting inside their houses for a long time, and everybody. That's one of the reasons this year was crazy. Everybody just wanted to get out and do
Dude,
events.
no, makes sense. No, that's awesome. Yeah, for me, I'm actually going to be out of town for almost like 2 weeks.
Really?
Not exactly 2 weeks, but when I say out of town, I probably should say out of my house. So we got a huge wedding this next coming up week. We got like a 4 or 5 day Punjabi wedding.
On
Followed.
New Year's.
No. This is the week, 2 weeks before New Year's.
Okay.
Then we got Christmas, right? So for Christmas week, I'm in Dallas, Texas, covering a wedding.
Nice. My
Um,
sister lives in
oh,
Dallas.
definitely.
Shout out Ashley.
See if she has any restaurant recommendations
Yeah,
or anything
I
like
got
that.
you.
Definitely, or a favorite photo shoot spot. So
Yeah,
that's always
I'm
an
sure
option
she
as
can
well.
give you some
Yeah,
recommendations.
but no. So we're in Dallas, Texas. The week of Christmas, we fly in on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, kind of taking off, just kind of hang low, and then followed by more events the following week. I think we have like 4 weddings on New Year's weekend alone.
Damn, good
So
luck,
it's going to be
man.
a crazy,
Hey, you
hectic
do a
weekend.
lot of events. You've been busy, and I hope you get even more busier.
Well, I hope it's busy in a good way next year, right?
Yeah.
I a little, I'm thankful, but I think I want to not overindulge, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
That it does get hard sometimes because I also like when we're in the booking season, we're like just book, book,
Book, book,
book.
yep.
And sometimes looking at my calendar, I'm like, we have 7 weddings this
Weekend,
weekend.
yep,
How the hell are we gonna do this?
exactly.
But we have gotten it done. We've got it done. We have gotten past it. And like this July 3rd weekend, that's a long weekend.
Hmm.
July 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. That was a long weekend. I think we had what 12
Oh
events
wow.
that weekend. And like in June when we were planning for July, we're like, how are we gonna do this? But we got it done.
No, that's awesome. We were July 4th is always a busy year.
Yeah.
And here's another great episode idea, right? Holiday bookings,
Yeah.
right? What are the pros, cons of having your
Oh
wedding on
my
a
god.
holiday?
People call me to ask me, can we do our wedding on December 25th? I'm like, I am sorry, I'm not available.
Yeah. No, I think there should be some boundaries. It comes back to like that work
Yeah.
life balance,
Yeah.
right? What is the right balance for your business, or what's the right balance for me versus the other photographer or the other vendor
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So I think that's a great topic that we should definitely pencil in for one of the next future episodes.
Yeah.
So
But talking about that, I hate on a Saturday night or Friday night on a weekend. I'm just sitting at
I'm
home.
the exact
I
same. I
feel
know
like
exactly where
I
this
don't
is
know what
going.
to do now.
Yeah.
What do we do? I'm so used to like busy, busy, busy,
Yeah.
but having like a slow time, I have no idea what to do.
Like off weekends is just like you wake up, you're like, hey, I don't, it's a weekend. I don't want to, do my 9 to 5 routine and all that stuff, right? Um, but I feel burnt out more after a quiet weekend
Yeah,
than
I
I
feel
would
you.
from, if I was at a wedding
Yeah,
running around, and all that stuff. So it's
yeah,
definitely, I don't know how to explain it like in words though.
yeah. No, I'm pretty sure you guys, if you're a vendor, you guys probably know what we're talking about. I don't know what to do on a slow weekend. Some of the things I do is either you crash your
Oh,
event
that's, yep.
or Shiv's event or anybody else. Like mostly Shiv or you. If
You
I don't
come
have
by
anything
this weekend if you're free.
this weekend,
Yeah.
I next weekend I don't have anything.
Yeah. Come by next weekend.
All right, I'll come
Yeah.
by. I'll take some pictures
Actually, I think I'm at one of your venues maybe.
next weekend.
Yeah, on the 16th. Maybe we'll chat. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll chat offline
But
about
yeah,
this.
some
Maybe
like I can crash your wedding, I can crash Shiv's wedding. That's what I actually do if I don't have anything.
professional wedding Crasher.
Yeah.
Right. That's gonna be your new title. I'm gonna put it on right underneath you right now. That says professional
I
wedding crasher.
actually, one of my titles that I want to go by next year, I put it on my card already. Professional problem solver.
Okay, I can see that as a
Dude,
planner.
because some of the time, like, we're gonna talk about this in more detail, but I've seen so many wedding planners sit behind a desk and create an amazing, perfect timeline on
Mm-hmm.
paper, but on that day, there are some things that will happen that you cannot
Absolutely, that
control,
happens all the time.
and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I actually, um, I would say I'm an expert on, random problem solving. um yeah,
I think
that's
we already talked about the mandap and all that. That
yeah,
felt right.
yeah.
You guys did a amazing job getting that back together.
Thank
I think it was
you.
like what 5 minutes,
Oh my
right?
god.
You know,
Yeah,
to
we
put
all
everything
rushed
together.
and like try to put it back together as fast as possible. We don't
And I
know.
don't think the decoration team was there either,
The
right? So I
decor
think it
team was
was.
not there, and the bride was like, "What happened? I don't even kick." After when I was telling her, she was like, "I didn't
I didn't
even
even tell. Yeah,
realize."
no, you guys did an awesome
Um,
job. So
yeah,
I,
we
I
had
would
to.
I would totally endorse that
I had
professional problem solvers.
Thank you. I had a small heart attack when that fell, but I was like, okay, work mode. Let's go
Yeah, I
fix
think
this.
you, me, and Shiv were talking right
Yeah,
by the DJ booth, right?
yeah,
I think we were planning how the groom's entrance was going to
yeah.
come in.
We're about to cue the song.
Yep. And then next thing we just heard, oh
Yeah.
my god, and we saw that coming down.
And I was like, work mode. Let's go fix this. We got it done. We had the entrance. The 200 people that were sitting there, they saw all of this go
Yep,
on. You have this everything on
I
video,
do, I do.
but the couple that was lined up not in that room yet, they have no idea what happened.
Should we post that video?
We should. We can
Yeah,
talk about that. It'll
yeah.
be a
Let's
different episode, but we should.
yeah, let's make sure the bride and groom are cool with it, and
I'm
I
sure they
think it'll
will.
be I think it'll
They're
be a really cool,
yeah,
little behind the scenes stuff.
yeah,
So awesome. So I think we got some really good ideas from this, this kind of like spitballing things and all that
yeah.
stuff, right? So,
This was generally supposed to be a more of an introduction about what we want to do for you guys. Um, and just the wedding industry,
mhm,
and we wanted to let you guys know what our plans are, and next episodes will be more detail oriented about more certain topics.
absolutely. And again, there's gonna be some tangents off here and there and all
Yeah,
that
some of the
stuff.
episodes will be just us talking about life,
Yeah, no,
about
hopefully.
uncles.
Uncles, a lot of uncles.
We'll be talking
What
about
about butter
uncles.
chicken? We're gonna talk about
we,
some butter chicken
we
here.
can talk about, don't do that accent. But we
But
can
yeah,
talk about butter
so
chicken.
I think it's we want to make an environment that's fun, inviting, but at the same time providing you guys value, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not a person that's normally coming in front of the camera. Usually the person behind the camera and all that stuff. So for me to come out here, be in front of the camera, I want to make sure that's something that you guys are enjoying. There's a value add in terms of like your planning, or if you're, maybe one of the other episodes is gonna be like, what's the role of a bridal party, right?
Yeah.
Who's groom's like
I
maid of
would
honor,
say
best
bridal
man.
party makes or breaks a wedding.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like the support system around your
Yeah.
wedding. That's another huge topic, right?
Yeah.
So again, we want to talk about these subjects, about these ideas with you guys. And if there's something that you guys want to hear, urgently or anything like that, DM us, right?
Yeah.
We're more than welcome to jump on one-on-one DM with you guys and, talk a little bit about if you need help with some aspect of your wedding and all that. So, um, I wanted this to be a community, not just a podcast, right? I want,
Hmm.
our viewers to jump in, our other vendor friends to jump in, even people that attend weddings, right? If you didn't like something, I want to know, right?
Hmm.
If there's something that
Yeah.
as a photographer I can help improve your experience,
Hmm.
I want to know,
Yeah.
right?
One of the events that I want to talk to you guys about. The photographer literally left in the middle of the wedding and never came back.
Did you guys not feed him? Did you see that meme?
I did see that, man.
Right?
That was
Did you
funny.
guys
No,
not feed
I
him?
fed him good. I was actually the first person there. He was like, I had a super long drive because he was coming back from traveling out of the state, and this was his first event back, and he directly traveled from that state back to Virginia and did his event, and he wanted to have some food and a drink. And I gave it to him. I wanted to make sure photos come out good. And so apparently, some aunties were like keep bothering him about pictures, and they kept wanting pictures, and he got really upset and just got up and left.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened after that.
Well, this we can discuss this in detail in a future episode, right? But there's
How to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
So, I mean, also from a contractual standpoint, right? A lot of photographers have some sort of clause to ensure that they're able to do their work properly, right? Imagine someone walking into the kitchen as you're cooking, right? Starts putting salt in your dish, right? Is it gonna taste good?
Oh
Is
my
that
god.
something that you're gonna want?
Again, the uncles episode, we will talk about
Exactly.
this, but everybody has an opinion
Yep.
on this is not enough salt, this is not enough butter on the naan, too much butter on the naan.
Very true. So awesome. I think we got some really good, solid ideas for the next couple of episodes.
Yeah.
As always, it's been a great time chatting with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So until next time, thank you guys all for joining. This is Mo from the Wedding Podcast. Make sure you give us a follow on at Wedding Podcast with an underscore at the end. You can also find us on at SnkWorks
at the Wedding Project.
And until next time, guys, thank you guys for joining.
Have a good night. Have a great day, or whatever you're doing. Good luck. Have fun doing it.
And keep chasing your dreams.